ओम अज्ञानम तिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वरूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण प्रदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखावितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपेकांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पंचाकल्पतरु वैश्चा कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। माता जी यहाँ से कंटिन्यू करना है।
से प्रभु
But they say
try again.
Is this दशवतार प्रभु?
मैं ना रीडिंग मोड में रहूंगा ना, मैं थोड़ा सा बाहर हूँ आज।
Okay प्रभु, no issues. Okay, how can they try? Suppose you cannot see because you are suffering from cataracts. If you try to see, you try. Is that the cure of cataracts? No, you will never be cured like that. You must go to a physician. You will perform a surgical operation to restore your eyesight. You cannot see by trying and trying.
That is just what they do not want to accept. That all their efforts to know the truth by materialistic science have failed.
They are foolish. They will not take good advice. If you give a rascal some good advice, he will become angry, just like a serpent. Suppose you bring a serpent into your home and say, "My dear serpent, please live with me. Every day I will give you nice food, milk and bananas." The snake will be very pleased, but the result will be that its poison will increase, and one day you will say, imitates a bitten person. Okay.
But the scientists will never give up hope.
Their plans are being frustrated at every moment, but still they are hoping.
Srila Prabhupada, one librarian wanted me to prove that Bhagavad Gita was 5,000 years old. He wanted to see a copy that was written down 5,000 years ago.
Suppose I go into a dark room and say to a person inside, "The sun has risen. Come out." The person in darkness may say, "Where is the proof that there is light? First prove it to me, then I will come out." I may plead with him, please, just come out and see." But if he does not come out to see, he remains ignorant, waiting for proof. So if you simply read Bhagavad Gita, you will see everything. Come and see, and here is a proof. Okay. To the next, the 16th morning walk, December 10, 1973. Srila Prabhupada is accompanied by Dr. Singh, Hridayananda Das, Goswami and other students. Yes, Mataji.
The meaning of supreme. What is the meaning of supremacy in this material world? Why do you accept President Nixon as the supreme person within your state?
Because he has some power.
Yes, and why is he supreme? Because as the government number one servant, he gets the highest salary, has all the best facilities, and his order is final.
Hare Krishna, Ashwini Prabhuji.
This way.
Yes, Prabhuji. हाँ, ये पढ़ना.
He has the power to convince others.
No, you may not agree with him. No, you may not agree with him because he is supreme. You have to accept his order. That is his position. It does not depend on your acceptance or non-acceptance. That is the meaning of supremacy, is it not? The Vedic literature says that one who has the symptoms of supremacy is fortunate. The supremely fortunate person is God. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrahma Sevya Manam. He is served by hundreds and thousands of Lakshmi or goddess of fortune. Brahma Samhita 5.29. Here on this planet we are.
Okay. ठीक है मैं शेयर करूँ तो आप शेयर नहीं कर पाएंगे ना इसको.
हो जाएगी पूरी शेयर हो रही है. Okay. Yeah, the supremely fortunate person is God. Lakshmi, he is served by hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis or goddess of fortune. Brahma Samhita 5.29. Here on this planet, we are begging a little favor from goddess of fortune, but Krishna is always worshipped by many thousands of goddess of fortune.
To conceive of anyone so fortunate is beyond our thinking capacity.
Yes, His Grace. Ashwin Prabhuji.
दशरथ आप लोग नहीं पढ़ेंगे?
वो listening mode में Prabhuji.
अच्छा. धनंजय प्रभु has joined. He can read.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yes,
Yes, धनंजय प्रभु.
Krishna is achintya, inconceivable. We cannot estimate how great or fortunate he is. Achintya means that which we cannot estimate. We can see only a part of God's opulence. This material nature, which is only a partial exhibition of God's potencies. The Supreme Personality has many potencies. He has inferior energies and superior energies. In Bhagavad Gita 7.4, Krishna says, Bhumir aponalo vayu khama manobuddhir ivacha ahankara itiyam me bhinna prakriti astada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego, all together, these 8 comprise my separated. Krishna describes his superior energy, para, prakriti, which is manifested as the spiritual world. So, if in inferior material energy there are so many wonderful things, just imagine how much more important and much more wonderful things are in the spiritual world. This is the meaning of superior.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
The mysteries of yogic process, the mysteries of yogic power, and are all the varieties of life we see on earth contained in the spiritual world.
Yes, and moreover, if in this inferior energy there are so many wonderful varieties of life, just think how wonderful are the superior varieties of life in the spiritual world. Even in this material universe, the inhabitants of some planets are far superior to those on other planets. For example, people on Earth practice mystic yoga for achieving wonderful powers, but people on the planet called Siddhalok have these great yogic powers naturally. On Earth, it is natural that a bird can fly, but we cannot accept with costly machines. However, on such planet as Siddhalok, the residents can fly even from one planet to another without machines. They can go to other planets simply at will. Even on the earth, there are some yogis who can take their bath early in the morning in 4 places at once: Jagannath Puri, Rameshwara, Haridwar, Dwarka. One yogi friend used to visit my father in Calcutta. The yogi told him that the yogi, would simply sit down and touch his guru. He will travel from Calcutta to Dwarka in 2 minutes. That is yogic power. So what are today's airplanes? Durvasa Muni traveled. Durvasa Muni traveled all over the universe. Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
हरि बोल उदित प्रभु,
Yes, Prabhuji. Am I audible now, Prabhuji?
आपकी आवाज अब आ रही है, ठीक है, पढ़िए.
Okay. Durvasa
So
Muni.
what are today? Go ahead.
Durvasa Muni traveled all over the universe and up to the Vaikuntha within 1 year. According to modern calculations, certain planets in this universe are more than 40,000 light years distant from the Earth. This means it would take 40,000 years to reach these planets if you travel at the speed of light. Even if they had the means,
अब क्या?
how could the astronauts live for 40,000 years? So why are they so proud?
The scientists have a theory that they can produce a machine that will travel at the speed of light.
Yes, Dhananjay Prabhuji.
This is rascaldom. They say that, but they will never able.
There are many invisible planets and stars. For example, when the Rahu planet passes before the sun and moon, there is an eclipse. The scientists describe an eclipse differently. Actually, the Rahu planet causes an eclipse. There are many questionable points regarding the modern scientist theory of the eclipse. Their explanation is incorrect according to Vedic information.
But the scientists say that they can prove their theories.
They say that science proves everything, but that is nonsense. The scientist has proved everything except what he is, that he does not know. And why does he die? That also he does not know. That is the extent of his knowledge.
They can make a model of the universe. They can make model of the planets and the moon.
If you can make things, why don't they make an imitation sun to save electricity? These rascals say everything, but they cannot do anything. That is their position. If they can make a model of the universe, let them make a big model of the sun. Then in the dark night, we will not have to spend so much money on electricity. But they can't do it. Yet they speak big words simply to take money from the taxpayers. They say they know the composition of the moon and the composition of the sun. So why can't they make them? Why can't they create an artificial sun so that people of Ireland and Greenland can be saved from so much cold?
God is never zero. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once gave the example of the jewel called Chintamani, which produces many other jewels while it remaining as it is. Om Purnam Ada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vasisyate. Shri Isha Upanishad invocation. The meaning of this verse is that although everything emanates from the personality of Godhead, He never diminishes. Here on the earth, the petrol is running out, and this has become a terrible problem, but the sun is still shining and will continue to shine for an untold number of years. And Krishna can create millions of suns. In fact, He has already done so, but He is still fully potent. He has lost nothing. That is God, and that is supremacy, that supreme energy of God, Achintya Shakti.
We have some money to spend, and the next day our account becomes zero. Rascals say that the ultimate truth is zero. Sanyavad.
शून्यवाद में क्या होता है कि जो शून्यवादी होते हैं ना, वो कहते हैं कि एवरीथिंग जो है वो शून्य से आया है. मतलब कोई जवाब नहीं है तो कहते हैं कि सबको शून्य होना है. मतलब अलग ही है, मतलब वो थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड और अनडाइजेस्टेबल फिलॉसफी देते हैं.
जी. They do not know that God is never zero, that He is always positive. So we must have a clear idea of God. Theologians should take these ideas from Vedic descriptions and not be misled by fools and rascals. God and His full energies are explained in the Vedic literatures. Our energy is lost, but God's is not. That is the main difference between God and us. I cannot walk swiftly or do so many things that a young man can do, but because I have lost my youthful energy. But God is always youthful. Advaitam Achyutam
Yutam Anadivananda Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navyovam Cha.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is absolute, infallible, and meaningless. Expanded
Beginless.
into
No, Krishna is meaningful.
Meaningless.
Beginless.
beginningless.
Mm.
Expanded into unlimited forms. He is the original person, the oldest, and always appearing as a fresh youth. Brahma Samhita 5.33. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishwar Sarvabhutanam Hridayase Arjuna Tishtati. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. He is also within every atom, but still He is one, that is God, and